Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you're able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So let's see what is the test case that we have to automate today. Let me open the document. And in this document, let me go to the test case number. Okay, in the last session, we have automated the test case number 15 under the register account functionality. Now let's automate the next test case that is number 16, okay, of the register account functionality. What is this particular test case all about? Verify whether the mandatory fields in the register account page are not accepting only spaces. Okay. So, so here in the register account page, there are different mandatory fields like first name, last name, email, telephone, password, password confirm, and many other, right? So those mandatory fields, that is text fields, should not accept only spaces. If you try to enter only spaces into that fields and try to create an account, we should get a proper warning message. Okay, so let's see whether that is happening. First, we'll see that manually, guys. Let's go with the steps here. Let's understand this test case in a manual way first with manual demonstration. First, we need to open the application URL. So let's go here and open the application page URL. Once the application page URL is opened, click on the My Account drop menu and select the register option. Once you are taken to the register page, here try to enter only spaces. Let's say space, 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 only space. Okay. Either one space or multiple spaces. Here also space, 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 space. Here email. I have entered some spaces into the email field also. Telephone, some spaces, password, spaces. For password, it's okay, guys. Password can accept the, okay? Password can accept the spaces, okay? Spaces can be the password, okay? We can also give spaces as a password. You see, here, as per the steps, we have to click on My Account drop menu, click on the register option, and then we have to enter the spaces into the mandatory fields like first name, last name, email, telephone, password, password confirm, and then we have to click on the continue button. Here, warning message should be displayed for this mandatory fields, okay? For whatever all fields, the mandatory, okay, for whatever all the fields where we just entered the space into the mandatory fields, okay. So here I'll select this, click on continue button. You see, first name must be between 1 and 32 characters is coming. It's not accepting the spaces. Last name must be between 1 and 32 characters. It's not accepting the spaces. Email address does not appear to be valid. Okay. Indirectly, it's not accepting the spaces. Okay. Here, telephone. Telephone is accepting the spaces. Password confirm, ignore that. Okay, you can enter as per the, general. If you take any application, if you enter spaces into the password or password confirm fields, okay, spaces can be allowed. Okay, so let's prove this. Let me prove this. I'll go to the register account page. Here I'll give enter valid details into whatever the fields that are, not accepting the spaces. Okay, just give some random email address and all those stuff at the rate email.com. Here, telephone field only, I'm giving some spaces. Password field, I'm giving some password here. Okay. So all the fields we gave valid details, but except telephone field, we have only given spaces and click on the continue button. You see, without any warning message, there is a defect here. There is a bug in this particular application where when I enter only spaces into the telephone field, it's creating the account. Click on the continue button, edit your account information. See that the spaces are being accepted here. Okay. For first name, last name, email, it's not accepting the spaces, but telephone is not validated for spaces, guys. That is a bug in the application. Okay. For password and password confirm, there is no problem. Okay. It's okay to, it's okay for the password and password confirm fields to accept the spaces. But coming to the first name, last name, email and telephone should not accept the spaces. Only spaces if you enter into the first name, last name, email and telephone, it should not accept. But password confirm can access spaces, guys. But here what is happening? First name is not accepting the spaces. If I only enter spaces into the first name field, if I enter only the spaces into the last name field, if I enter only the spaces into the email field, if I enter only the space into telephone field, okay. So here, if I give some spaces into the password field, that's okay. Here, except telephone field. Okay, telephone field is not working fine. Okay, remaining we are getting warning message here. Password confirm, ignore them. They are not intended for, you can give password as a spaces, that's okay. But coming to these four fields, they should not accept only spaces. When I click on the continue button, you can see that first name, last name, email are giving warning messages for me. Okay. And they are giving warning messages for me. So here also, you see, 1 and 32 already you have entered some space, it's not considering. Okay. Characters should be there, it's saying. Okay. It's invalidating and all the stuff. But telephone is not working fine. Okay. We are not getting a warning message for the telephone when I enter only space into the telephone field. That is a defect in the application. Manually, we have confirmed that, guys. Now let's go forward and automate this particular test case. Okay, so for that to happen, I'll launch Eclipse ID. I'll launch Eclipse ID, guys, and we'll automate this 16th test case. Okay, let's wait for the Eclipse ID to launch. Okay, so let's select the workspace and launch the Eclipse ID. And now let's automate the 16th test case. So I have launched Eclipse ID. Here I'll close test, and here I'll say, okay, here I'll go to SRC test Java. Under register, I'm going to create a new class with the test case number tc underscore rf underscore 016. Click on finish. Now here create a method. Simply write down public void verify registering account using spaces. Okay. Verify registering account by entering only spaces. Entering only spaces. Here write down at the rate test. Hold the mouse on this and import this at the rate test from TestNG library. And here write down the code, that is web driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Put a semicolon here. Then import this WebDriver interface and Chrome driver class from Selenium library. Simply say Control Shift O. Then write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot half seconds. Just give 3 seconds here. Now simply say driver dot get here. Give the application URL. Give the application URL, guys. Okay. Let's give the application URL as this application URL tutorialsninja.com/demo application URL. Once you give that application page URL here, I need to click on the my account drop menu and select the register option. For that to happen, I'll write the code like this. Okay. I'll inspect this my account drop menu. I'll get the HTML code of that. I'll copy this text between the tags and create an XPath expression like /span text is equal to give that XPath expression. Okay, text between the tags, and this XPath expression is locating only one element, that is nothing but the my account drop menu option here. Copy that XPath expression which is locating the my account drop menu. Come back to the script and write down driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression. Say dot click. Okay. Once I click on this my account drop menu, then I need to select the register option. Inspect this register option. When I inspect the register option, you see the HTML code is getting highlighted for the register option. Copy this text between the tags, and this anchor tags are there. We can use this as a link text locator. Driver.find element by dot link text. Provide the link text locator and simply say dot click. This will select the register option. Once it selects the register option, you will be taken to the register account page. Once you are taken to the register account page, I need to enter only spaces into the first name field, last name field, email, telephone, password confirm, then select privacy policy and click on the continue button. So here, first name, last name, email and telephone. Okay, here I can modify this if required. fields that is mandatory fields, that is first name should give a warning message, then last name should give a warning message, email should give a warning message, and telephone field also should give a warning message. Okay, only this field should give the proper warning message. Okay, it should not accept the spaces, but it's not working like that, right? So three fields are giving proper warning messages, but fourth field is not working fine. Okay, once I select this register option, you'll be taken to the register account page. Inspect this first name field. Inspect this first name field. Once I inspect this first name field, there is an ID here. Copy this ID and come back here and write down driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator and simply say dot send keys, and here enter only spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the spaces, number of spaces you want to enter, but without any characters, you have to enter this. Now, similarly, inspect this here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces I entered. Then I'll inspect the last name field, copy this ID locator, driver.find element by.id, provide the ID locator of the last name field. And here also I need to enter only spaces. Into the last name field also, I'll enter only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Okay. Here also I'm entering 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some sample. Okay. Here email address, inspect this email address. And here input email is there. Copy this input email and here write down driver.find element by.id. Provide the ID locator of the email field and say dot send keys, and here give only spaces, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Okay, only spaces I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should get appropriate warning messages here. And also inspect the telephone field, it also has an ID. Copy the ID of the telephone field. Okay, copy the ID of the telephone field. Why you want to use actions class here? What is the reason, Pranav? Any particular reason why we have to use actions class here?
For space, we can use to press that keys dot space. I'm just asking actually.
No, no. If you're able to use send keys
Ah, ah,
command, why to press the keys? Okay,
sure, sure,
it's
yes.
easy, right? Okay.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that will make the things complicated. Though it is possible, but it's not recommended. Okay.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Generally, okay, we have to follow like this. Okay, rather copy this.
Thank you.
So here also telephone field ID and say dot send keys, and here give spaces. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, and here come back, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some sample spaces, 5 spaces I gave. And also into the password field I will enter the spaces. It's okay, password field will accept the spaces as a password. Password confirm also will accept the spaces as a password. That's okay. In this case it's accepted. Password can contain spaces, not a problem. Okay, driver.find element by dot id, but other fields should not accept the spaces. All these four fields should not accept only spaces. Okay, but password can accept the spaces. Some people will be keep spaces as a password. It's okay, it's okay, there's no problem in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, done. Then insert this password confirm, copy this id of the password confirm field, driver.find element by.id, id locator of the password confirm field, and say dot send keys, and here give, put a semicolon here and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Okay, done. 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces I gave. Then I'm selecting the privacy policy field. Inspect this. As per the steps I need to. Next thing is that I need to, uh, actually here a step is missing maybe. Click on continue button is there. Maybe you can select the, and maybe I can make this fifth step and say alt enter. Fourth step I'll write for enter spaces into the enter sorry, and select privacy policy field. Click on continue button and all the stuff. Okay, to select the privacy policy field, I'll inspect this checkbox field. This will locate this HTML code. This will show us the HTML code, and if there is a name locator, copy this name locator and simply write down driver.find element, driver.find element by dot name locator, by dot name locator, and provide the name locator here and simply say dot click. This will select the privacy policy field, and then I want to click on the continue button, inspect this continue button, guys. Once I inspect this continue button, you see, I need to click on the continue button so that I have to see whether the spaces are being accepted or any, warning messages are coming. Okay, for first name, last name, email, telephone, warning message should come. But for password confirm, we don't have to verify that. So I inspected this continue button and we got this HTML code. I'll copy this value is equal to continue, control F, double slash input at the rate value, attribute value is equal to continue. And this XPath expression is locating this continue button. I'll take the XPath expression of the continue button and write down that here. That is driver.find element by dot XPath expression of that continue button and simply say dot click. This will click on the continue button. Okay. Once we click on the continue button, we should get proper warning messages. Okay. This expected warning message. Let's say string expected first name warning is equal to, okay, this is expected first name. Assume that these are the warning messages that should be displayed as per the client requirements. Assume that these are the warning message to be displayed. Then this is another warning message. Assume that these are the client given warning messages only. In this case, okay, when you enter only spaces and you should get proper warning. Enter expected last name warning is equal to, okay, put a semicolon here and then string expected email address warning, expected email warning, give the email warning, okay, string expected telephone warning, okay, here telephone does not appear to be valid should come, okay, this should be the expected warning message for telephone. For these four fields, we should get the warning, but only for three we are getting warning, but for telephone we are not getting, so the test need to fail. Okay, manually the test is failing. There is a problem in this application. Okay, there is a defect in this particular functionality. When you enter spaces into the telephone field, it's not getting validated. Not asking the user to enter proper number or telephone number here. Okay, so we are not getting this warning message. So we are going to fail the test anyhow. So here I'm going to write the assertions. Assert true. Sorry, assert equals, and here expected first name warning. You write it here and you just retrieve this warning message to see whether it is properly coming or not. Okay, so here there's an I'll use ID locator of the first name field, and using that I'll locate this part. So I'll say control F double slash input at the rate ID is equal to, give that ID locator, and under that we have this div as a sibling slash following hyphen sibling colon div. Okay, this will locate this part which contains the warning message. So I'll take this XPath expression and write down something like this. Here at this path, driver.find element by dot, give the XPath expression driver.find element by dot XPath and say dot get text. Okay, this will get the warning message between the tags. Similarly, another assert statement I'm going to write. Okay, so we have to write four assert statements because we have four warning messages to be verified. So four assert statements I'm going to write. The second assert statement will have, okay, select this, inspect this warning message, and this time here ID last name is there. Copy this ID and paste this here in the XPath expression, and this will locate the last name warning message, and I need to get the text between the tags. I am going to use get text command. Copy this and simply write down the XPath expression here, okay, and get text, and it should match with the last name, expected last name warning here in the expected results. Write this one, okay. And third one, expected email. This is expected email, and fourth one is expected telephone number, telephone warning. Okay. Now here I need to change the IDs here. Okay. So the XPath will be same. Okay. Just the IDs will change. Okay. Now this is the ID and this is a warning message. Copy this ID, paste it here. And this is XPath expression. Copy this XPath expression, which is locating this warning message, and paste it here. Okay. Paste it here. And here also inspect this telephone field, and here ID telephone, you take it from there and go here and change the ID here, and this will get the warning messages of the telephone field. Okay, and it should match with the expected telephone warning. If all these assertions pass, then only this test-ng test method will pass. Otherwise test-ng test method will fail. Okay, so if in case it fails, I want to close the browser still, public void tear down method I'll create, or closure method you can create, anything, it's fine. At the rate after method I'll say, after method annotation I'll give here. Hold the mouse on this at the rate after and import this from testng library, and here simply say driver.quit. Okay. So you cannot access this quit method here because driver is not accessible. It's kind of local here. Copy this part and take it to the class level and just put a semicolon here and remove the double declaration here. It will be okay. Irrespective of whether this particular test will pass or fail, the browser will close. That's the reason we have written this separately. So now let's run the code. Right click run as. The test will fail, guys, because we are not going to get this last warning message will not come. For three warning messages, no problem. But in the 44th line, the test is, whatever the warning message that is mentioned in the 44th line, which is verified in this last assert statement, that is 49th line. This 49th line will give some assertion error or something. Let's see what is the reason. And because of this, the test is going to fail. The warning message will not come for the telephone field, and because of which the test is going to fail, guys. We know that with manual only. You see, we got only three warning messages. Telephone field warning message is not there, but the browser got closed and the test got failed also. The reason for the failure is no such element exception. That is, warning message is not coming for the telephone field, because of which the test got failed. And in which line the test got failed? Let's see. In which line the test got failed? 1 minute. Okay. What is the name of the class, guys? TC underscore RF, right? TCRF. Where is TCRF? TCRF. 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 TC underscore RF. Yeah, here. 49th line. You say I told you, right? And 49th line, the test is going to fail. I told you. Because of the 49th line, this assertion got failed, and because of which the test got failed. Because this warning message in the telephone field is not coming, even though you have entered the spaces into that. Okay. So remaining all fields are okay. This four fields should give the warning message, but telephone field is not giving the warning message upon entering only spaces, and we are not getting a proper warning message. So we have failed the test. Simple. So everyone clear with this particular test case? Everyone clear with this particular test case? That is test case number 16 is clear for you. How to automate the 16th test case is clear for you. Any doubts here in the 16th test case? Anyone have any doubts in this 16th test case? It's clear now? Okay, fine. So that is the 16th test case, guys. So, and we have the 17th test case, but we are not going to automate today, guys, because this one takes a different approach. Okay, for verifying the 17th test case, we have to take a different approach. Okay, so we'll see this, in the next session. For today, this much is enough, guys. For today, this much is enough. So far, we have automated how many test cases so far? 1 to 16. Total 16 test cases we have automated. Okay, please explain how to find issue in console means. What is that console? Okay, here you mean to say in the output
In
console you
console,
are
how you
saying
find the error? How you
the output
explain?
console.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Just give me a second. Show view console. If the console is not visible, you can see like this. Okay. So once I have run the script, we got this output, some error kind of stuff we got in the output, right? And here it's clearly say that here you can see the error. What is the reason for that particular failure? Okay, what is the reason for this failure? You can see here, and also in the testng results also, and testng tab also. If you see this, verify each account by entering only spaces. Here you can see an exception is coming, and because of which the test got failed, either from this testng or from the console. What you have to do here is, here this part is called as a stack trace. What is this called as? Whatever that is coming here, the reason for this exception, where it got occurred, under which class, under which class, under which class, like that some. Okay, a lot of things are coming here, right? Out of all these lines which are coming, which are saying that the test got failed, which line we have to take? Okay, here some line numbers are there. Can you see that? So in this particular file, class name 62 line it's saying, but this is not the name of our class, right? What is the name of our class? What is the name of our class?
TCRF.
TC underscore RF underscore 016. But is this matching with this name?
No,
No. Then go to the next one. Constructor. Is it matching? No.
no.
Constructor. Error codec. No, it's not matching. HTTP command
Arun,
is keep on going, keep on going, keep on going until you find the line where
Arun,
yes.
Arun, sorry, we can search it, right? Control F, and if we write TC, then
Yeah,
we can
we can
find it.
search it also, I think so. We can
Yeah.
search it. Most probably we can search it TC underscore RF underscore. Let's try that out. Yeah. You see, we can search it here like this, okay? Like this also we can search. Okay,
Yes.
that's okay. So, but the ultimate thing here is we can search that possibility is there, but how to find out, how to figure out where exactly we got the problem? In which line of this particular code in this particular test case is failing the test? If you want to know clearly, here clearly it's saying that it's failure, but in which line? So a lot of files are coming here, a lot of class names are coming here, okay? From something related to test classes are coming, okay? Different type of classes are coming, but we need to find out something, okay? We need to find our own class in which we have written the automation code. We know the name of the class is TC underscore RF underscore 016. Somehow we need to either by searching or going through one by one, we have to find out, okay, which line has that particular name mentioned of the class name, okay, TC underscore RF and this matches. But in this, which line this is?
49.
49. Click on this. You don't have to again go here and just search for 49th line manually. Okay. Don't have to go to manually like this. What you can do in the console, okay, when you find this, just click on this. It will only highlight for you. You don't have to do a lot of hard work here. Just click on that line link. Okay. It will take you to this line which is actually giving the exception in this Java file script that you have written. Clear now?
Yes, clear. And if it is come multiple, means we have an error in the script multiple at multiple places.
Only
So
one place it will, you see what happens is whenever you get an error, for example, in the 46th line you got the error means these lines will not be executed at any cost. Okay.
okay, okay, okay. Sure, sure.
So since only one error will come, whatever it may be. Okay. So in Java, if you either get an exception or an assertion error, in this case we got an exception. You see, we got no such element exception, but in some cases we'll get assertion error. Whatever the reason may be, whatever the assert statement which is either giving assertion error or in the assert statement if you are getting a no such element exception or whatever exception or assertion error, whatever it may be, the program will stop at that line only. The remaining lines will not be executed, so only one will be mentioned, not multiple. Okay. So the
Yes.
reason we have created after method is also for the same thing, because if in case the test fails at 49th line, whatever that comes after the 49th line will be executed or will not be executed. Guys, whatever that comes after 49th line will be executed or will not be executed if you are getting an assertion here. Assertion or such error or exception here. It will not get executed. That's the reason. So the browser will not get closed automatically if the script fails. That's the reason I have separated this under the after method, which is going to run after every test method, and because of which the browser is going to get closed whether the test passes or fails, but the script is going to run no matter what, and because of which the browser will get closed. Yeah, I'm getting one more question here. If you are using software session will not stop the script from running. Okay, software session is another type of a session under test and we have software sessions also. Okay, so where we have to use software sessions, in this case, it's not recommended to use software sessions in any of the all the assertions should be hard assertions only. We should be failing the test and we should not continue. Okay, we should not continue. The script should stop wherever we got an assertion error or exception, whatever it is. Okay, where we have to use software sessions then? If you have multiple assertions, but all these assertions are not important for this particular test, the main assertions is the last one. These three assertions are minimal ones. Okay, no matter what, this particular assertions will pass or fail. You want to verify the last assertion for sure. Okay, then what you have to do? You have to convert this normal assertions into soft assertions. Okay, test-ng soft assertions, we have to modify them. So in that case, the script will continue even after some exceptions or some assertions come here. The script will continue and okay, the script will continue. Okay, because these are minimal kind of verifications. For this verification doesn't make the test ultimately stop from execution. Okay. Yes, we get multiple errors. In case of software session, we'll get each and every error. Okay, we'll get multiple errors. Correct. In case of software sessions, we'll get multiple errors. Correct. all the errors will be tracked. Okay, all the errors will be tracked. So let's go to ChatGPT once and explore about soft assertions in TestNG. Soft assertions in TestNG. Okay. So it will not stop the code from execution. When one assertion fails, it will continue the script from execution. Okay. No matter whether the assertions will pass or fail, the script will continue. Okay. Because they are soft assertions. Hard assertions are opposite. Okay. Whatever we are using here, asset.asset equals asset.asset true or hard assertions, which will immediately stop the script from execution. Immediately stop that execution on failure. But soft assertions will record the failure. You see, they are failing, but still the script will continue. Okay, despite of the failures of that assertion, soft assertions, since they are soft, they'll allow you to continue with the script no matter what. Okay, for example, in the script, if you are verifying the title of the page, if the title of the page is not correct, is it compulsory that we should stop the script here? No, I still want to continue. Okay, I want to in the report, in the output, I want to get this problem for this failure of the test. At same time, I want the remaining assertions to be verified. Here, verifying the title of the page is a very simple verification, right? This should not fail this test. Okay, the main intention of the test is to verify this stuff. In that case, if I have to verify something here, I can put a soft assertion here, and even though it passes or fails, I want to continue with the script, and remaining assertions need to be verified. That's my intention. In that case, I'm going to use soft assertion, which will continue with the execution despite of getting an assertion error or exception. Okay, assertion error mainly. Okay. If you want to verify, test multiple independently, report all the failures at once. You see, all the failures will be reported, guys. As I told you already, all the failures. If multiple assertions, which are soft assertions, are failing, all the soft assertion failures will be reported at the end. Okay. Small verifications if you are using, just go for soft assertions, and important verification for the test if you are doing, definitely you have to use hard assertions. Okay. So here, this belongs software sessions belong to the TestNG guys. We have a predefined class known as software set in TestNG, and we can you see you can write like this. Okay, you can something like this guys. Somewhere here you can create an object for the software session software set class, and using this object reference we can use the same methods. Okay, instead of writing asset.asset equals asset.asset true, we will write soft asset.asset equals, and at the end we have to say asset all. Okay, if you don't say this, this will not work. Okay, after all the software sessions are completed, you have to say assert all. Okay. Okay. uh Fine. So here what happens, you'll get the output. If the assertions are failing, you'll get that in the output. Okay, test change aggregates and reports the failures of the test of each failed software session. Okay, that's the thing about software sessions. So let's not worry about software sessions here. If real situation comes, you are going to use software sessions, but ultimately you can go to
Hi,
ChatGPT and
hello.
yeah.
Hello. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, why we should use harder session in case of like if you are using some critical test cases? Any specific reason for that?
Hard assertion should be used because we need to fail the test. Okay.
Okay.
If
So software
important
session.
verification, if important verification you are doing for the test and the important verification is not working fine, definitely you have to use hard assertion only. You have to stop the script from execution. Okay.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
the main. You see, there is no reason of being continued in the script when something fails. In such situations, you have to use hard assertion. Even though it's something fails in the test, but still you want to continue with verifying the remaining assertions, then go for the soft assertion. Got it?
Okay. I got it. Thank
There
you.
are two situations here. Okay. There are two situations here. One situation is uh, in a particular automation test, we have multiple assertions. That's one thing. When there are multiple assertions, out of all the assertions, few assertions are very minimal ones. They should not cause my test to abruptly stop the execution from, because they are not simple verifications. Whether they will pass or fail doesn't matter. Still, I have some other assertions which are important to be verified. In that case, I have to go with soft assertions. I have to use soft assertions in place of the minimal verifications, small verifications in the test. Okay, that are not really should make a decision in failing the test. Okay, stopping the test from execution after failing it. Okay, so but coming to the hard assertions, every important verification of the test should be represented as hard assertion, because if that fails, definitely the script should stop. Okay, it should not continue with the execution. In that case, we have to use hard assertion.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Got it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, anyone? So you see, mostly same, right? The only thing is that here, extra thing with soft assertion is we need to create an object. Okay. Extra thing in soft assertion is that we need to create an object for the soft assert class, and using the object reference, we have to call the same methods. Instead of saying assert dot assert equals, you have to say soft assert dot assert equals. Instead of saying assert true, we have to say soft assert dot assert true, like that. Okay. All the same methods of the assert test ng assertions, we have to call with the help of the object reference of the soft assert, and at the end, we have to say we need to report all the failures to the console or to the test ng output. Okay, by saying assert all method we need to call and post all the failed assertions into that report. Okay, into that output of test.ng. Okay, so but in case of normal assertions, you don't have to say assert all this kind of method is not required, but with soft assertions at the end you have to say assert all, then only all the failed assertions will be reported into the test.ng output. Fine. Okay. So you can go ahead with this, and you can take this as an assignment and try this out. Okay. I explained about soft assertions, right? You try to use I explained about hard assertions, right? You try to use some soft assertion here. Let's say here at this point you can use one soft assertion by creating an object for soft assert like this. Soft assert soft is equal to new soft assert. Just create an object for the soft assert like this from test.ng. Over the mouse, import this from test.ng library. And here I want to put a soft assertion here. Soft dot assert equals, I'll say. All the methods will come again. Here, the expected title here is, what is the expected title for this application? Let's say when I go to this particular page, here your store is a title. Let's say your store should be the title. Okay, I'm verifying. Here, what is the title? Driver dot get title. I am verifying for the page. Both matches that the soft assertion is going to pass. And if any failures are there, I just need to write after all the assertions are done. Is just say assert all here. Okay, somewhere here say assert all. Okay, after all the software sessions are done, you have to say assert all so that they will be reported to the output if any problems are there. So here this is not going to fail because your store is there. I'll say your store one, which is an invalid one. Intentionally, I'm going to fail this assertion here. Right click run as test and test. See what is going to happen in the output. Let's see what is, even though that assertion fails, software session fails, the script will continue, guys. The script need to continue. Okay. So here, okay. We'll go to that line that is tc underscore rf underscore. We can find it out. Where is the tc underscore rf underscore? Yeah, here 32 line. Okay, 32 line it failed. Okay, maybe I said assert all, right? I need to say assert all at the end rather. Okay, I need to say assert all, but this line will not reach, right? If this fails, this line will not be reached and nothing will happen here. Maybe what I have to do? Yeah, here I'll say, or else I'll say software dot asset all. Here I'll say no matter what. Okay, here also if I say, is it closing the browser actually? I don't know whether it was closing the browser or not, but yeah, it will close the browser irrespective of that. But here, without saying this, how can I mention this? I don't know. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll just add it here. Let's see what will happen. Okay. But this line will not get executed. There's a problem is that this line will not get executed because of this. The line will not get executed and we will not be able to report the assertions here. So because wherever the assert all is there, it will stop execution. Okay. So if you don't want to stop, then is there any way? I'm just checking, is there any way here? What is a assertion error we are getting, right? Expected your store, but something is found, it is saying. So let's see, run this code and see what is happening now. The browser is not getting closed or closed. Yeah, it's getting closed. Here, which exception we got? Other exception, but the soft assertions are not being reported here. The soft assertions are not getting reported here, right? 55th line, 50, yeah. Here, this line will not get executed. That's the problem. What if I write this line here? Or this will not work. Mostly it will not work there also. Okay, it will stop the script for. I'll write it here. If I write it here, I need to make it global. Let's see what will happen. Remove this soft asset from there and run the script again. I'm trying to find some way to overcome this problem where I have to report hard assertions and soft assertions both. The browser closing? No. The problem is that the browser is not getting closed. Here you see there is a soft assertion here. This is a hard assertion here. Two assertions came, but the only problem is that the only problem is that the browser is not getting closed if I do the soft assertion here. Okay. Okay. So this is actually stopping the script from execution here. Okay, then what I can do then? How can I quit the browser in this case? The browser is not getting quit. That's the only problem. All the sessions are being represented here. All the sessions are being represented here. You see, this is coming and this is also coming. Two assertions are coming. Two assertions, soft assertion is failing, hard assertion is also failing. But how to close the browser is something I'm just checking. Okay. Okay, I'm getting an assertion error at the end. That is assertion error. Okay, if something fails, I need to close the browser here.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
So can we create a after test method here? After method
After class, maybe.
after class, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but I don't know whether there is a correct approach or not, but I will do that. Tear down closure or something, some different name I'll give here and say at the rate after class. Okay, let's try this out. This may work, this will work, but ultimately this may not be the proper solution. Maybe we have to figure out. The browser will close in this case. I can get a feeling that the browser will be closed here and both the soft and hard assertions will be reported here in this case. The browser should be closed if correct. Is the browser closed? The closure is not happening. What is the reason? It's getting skipped. Okay. Yeah, we'll find out something here. Okay. How to close the browser using Selenium Java after assert all. Okay, let's see how it's being closed. If driver is not equal to null, driver if. Okay, finally block they have written. Soft dot assert all. And finally, okay, we have to give finally block. Okay, if you are giving finally block here, then it's working. If an assertion fails, this will throw an exception and we are giving finally block. Okay, we'll do one thing. Hmm. So what if I do something like this? Control X. I'll just give it here and then I'll just move this into the driver dot quit into this tear down. I'll try to figure out a solution here. And here, I'll just write down try block. And here, finally, no matter there is an exception here, we should actually call this. Okay, finally block will be executed no matter what. Okay, whether there is an exception or no exception, finally block should be executed. Let's see what will happen here. Is it getting assertion is assert dot assert Uh, it's coming or not, we'll see. Yeah, let's try this out. I'm just trying to figure out another solution here. Right click run as test and test. Let's see what will happen here. Will the browser get closed or not? Browser getting closed. Yeah, browser got closed also. And here your store but only store is coming. And what about only one assertion coming? Yeah, only one soft assertion is coming. What about the other one? Okay, it's not getting reported because we have mentioned try block. In catch block, we didn't do anything. So if any failure is there, it's going to the catch block. Here, catch block, catch, exception, exception E. I'm trying to figure out a solution, guys. Don't worry about that. Something good. We have to learn something new every time. Is there? Okay. In the catch block, I'll say E dot print stack trace. Simple. Okay. So this as a hard assertion details will come here. And the soft assertion details also will come because of finally block. Let's run the script. Right click run as session test. This is one of the solution, guys. The people may have different solutions though, but I'm trying to find one of the way. The browser getting closed? Yes or no? Yeah. And here the thing here is both the assertions should fail. Here one assertion and here another assertion is coming. May not be the right way though, still. May not be the may not still be the right way. Or we can do one thing that is what we can do. Assert dot assert equals okay. If I am using this, it's not giving the details to the output, okay? Only one assertion is coming here. That's another problem. Then finally dot quit. Okay. I have one idea. I'll do like this. I'll just remove this. Otherwise, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I'll just move it back completely. Okay. I'll just take this line out and here I'll go here and paste it here. And this one I'll put inside the try block. In this case, what will happen? Try. Okay. And finally, I'll write driver.quit. Okay. So this should throw an exception and that should not be handled anywhere. And I think this will work fine. Okay. Try finally. I'm trying here and as a different example, let's see what will happen. Right click run as test and test. The browser need to close at any cost despite of the exceptions, but both exceptions should be reported is another use case I have. Is the browser getting closed? Yeah. Are the both exceptions got reported? Yes. With this idea, both exceptions got reported, guys. One and two, and also the browser also got closed. Okay. This is a technique I have used, guys. Try catch, try finally thing. I have used it here. Okay. Yes, yes, correct, correct. Whatever you said is also right. TP, that's the same idea I also got. Okay. The same idea, whatever the TP has given, the same idea I took out. Okay. Fine. I gave the driver.pit in finally, and these hard assertions have been executed, and soft assertions also got executed. So guys, this is one of the solution, guys. This is one of the solution. Somehow we have, we have found one solution here. Okay, that's great. So any questions here? Guys, anyone have any questions here? Does anyone have any questions? If you are clear, just type C in the chat box. Okay. If you are clear, just type C in the chat box. I'll upload this code. Meanwhile, I'll upload this code. We have learned something new today. That's great. How to use try, finally, soft assertions, hard assertions. Okay. So based on the questions you were asking me, I have explained that. That's great. So I'll copy these files and upload this into the repo. Meanwhile, you can type C in the chat box if you are clear. So in real time, we are going to get so many problems, guys. Okay, we don't know what the solutions are. Even I don't know sometimes. Okay, I may not also be someone who can know everything, right? So different problems keep coming, and how to tackle the problems, how to take the help from outside is something you are learning in the sessions already. Okay. Here is the code I am uploaded. Just now I uploaded the code, guys. 16th test case. I'm going to post this code. Okay, you can either download this code, copy this code, whatever you want. I am posting this link in the WhatsApp group for us. Okay, I'll say today's code. Fine then. So that's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at the same time. That is 7:30 p.m. And we are going to continue with the next test case tomorrow. Okay. Bye, everyone. See you. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Thank you. Bye.